always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. P.J. Tucker is out there with Wood, and it's Wall in at the point. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Harrell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Tip-off goes to Houston. Wall with it. Now the feed to Gordon. Puts it up. Rebounded by the Lakers. Waiters outside. Pass to LeBron. And that one, good.
LeBron can score from anywhere, but he's most effective close to the hoop. Very skilled in the paint.
Schroeder against Wall. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And that one's good by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Wall, and Davis sends it back, and they'll keep possession. LeBron against Gordon. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harden can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And there's the pass to LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Gordon. They need this. No good on the shot. And the Lakers take it the other way. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. trying to get something going. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Schroeder outside. Passes it to Davis. Waiters outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Waiters. Schroeder with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Waiters for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Harden right side. Pass to Wall. Rocket 6. To end the run. The Rockets again can't hit. Lakers leading by 13. Raiders on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Eric Gordon.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Waiters. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
And both free throws good for Waiters. Rockets trail by 15. The 3 from Harden. But they recover it. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And Davis puts it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
LeBron passes to Schroeder. Back to LeBron. Out to the right wing. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by James.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Wall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Waiters. He has 5. Back to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Gordon to stop the drought, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Wall. Count that one.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Harden outside. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
James, the pass to Schroeder. Back to LeBron. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 8 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And the vision and understanding Wall has in pick-and-roll situations is second to none. So many of his teammates have become better shooters because of Wall's perfect passes out of that set.
Here's James.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. James.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Rockets trail by 20. Right side, Wall. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
Ball against Schroeder. And Davis sends it back. They recover it. Gordon kicks to Wall. From deep three-point range, and there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel House has checked in for Gordon. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. LeBron outside. Left side, Davis. Harrell trying to free himself up. Goes back up. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 10.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Count that bucket.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Ball against Schroeder. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here's Wall. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
You know, one of the things I like about Wall, Kevin, is he really takes on the defense, plays downhill. When he's driving inside, he is committed to scoring over the defense.
Now here's Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. James in the post. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
In the corner, Harden. No good on the triple.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Tries to keep it alive. He can't get it to go.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Free throw good from Harden.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Now here's Harrell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's LeBron. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stuff to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's James in at the 3. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Harden's shot is off.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Waiters. James Harden missing on the 3. Waiters passes to James. Misses the 3. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Rondo, bounce pass. Kuzma against Ariza. LeBron drives in, and the dunk by James.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now here's Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. From deep, Harden. Kuzma pulls it in.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And they double up James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Ariza no up.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
James left side. And the dunk by James.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
And Tucker kicks to Rivers. Dishes to House. Tucker with the ball. Davis is on it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The deep 3 from Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 16.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Stolen by Harden. Here's House. Poked away, and it's Rivers, top of the key. And finally, that one's good. Rivers has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Oh, and the jam finally
nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Harden scanning the floor. Here is House. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Pulls up on the wing. That one a little long. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Back to James. And he converts the layup. James has got 29.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And here's Harden for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to James. Back to Rondo. Inside, Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kuzma's got his first basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
On the wing, James. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Houston the other way.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And the first one drops. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Outside Rondo. The pass to Kuzma. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here is House. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Tucker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Now here's McLemore. Pass to Rivers. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Kuzma. Over a reason. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
Rivers against Rondo. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got 8 points. Rivers has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 9 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Houston with a big group substitution here. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Christian Wood comes in for Trevor Ariza. Gordon's checked in for Daniel House. And John Wall subbed in for Austin Rivers. And so Rondo hits both free throws. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. It's not going to go for him. LeBron with some nice D. And for the Lakers, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Outside for Rondo. Five on the clock to the inside. And James with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Rondo against Wall. Oh!
My goodness. Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
James. Carroll with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over him.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
That one misses for Wall. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Here's McLemore after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Wall, no luck. Rondo against Wall. The pass to Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Rondo against Wall. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Up top, McLemore. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 8 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 to shoot. Wall with a block. And the shot goes in. Wall's got 14 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Down low, here's Kuzma. The Rockets pull it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Wood out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from about 19 feet. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis is... And here's Kuzma. Pass to Davis. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
LeBron's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And both free throws good for James Harden. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better three-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
James looking it over. Pass to Davis. Now here's Waiters, defended by Gordon. Waiters outside. Pass to LeBron. The three ball. The rebound by Harden. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the rejection by LeBron.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Schroeder with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Good work there as it goes. And it's 37 points for LeBron.
Over the years, his catch-and-shoot jumper has gotten so much better. You can tell LeBron's really worked on that part of his game.
Here's Harden, and Davis sends it back, and he recovers it. Here's Schroeder. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Wall against Schroeder. Wall, no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here is Harden after LeBron James's miss.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
Now, here's Harrell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to LeBron, and stolen by Gordon. Chalk up 2 there. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Schroeder. 12 points for him. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Daniel House has checked in for Wood. That one misses for Wall. We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch 3-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. There's so many great ones in the NBA. But...
Yeah, Lillard would certainly be on the 3-man list for sure.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Harden can't hit. Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And that one's good. Schroeder.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Waiters. It's rebounded by Houston.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
LeBron against Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high-motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon. Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
They grabbed their own miss and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. Good season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. The first free throw is good. That one misses. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Schroeder. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist in the game. Outside Gordon. Harden against Waiters. Harden kicks to Gordon. That 3 off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Waiters passes to LeBron to the middle. Here's Harrell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. McLemore has come in for Eric Gordon.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Now here's Harden. He's got 25. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 27.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
And LeBron throws it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And here's Rondo. After the Rockets pick up 3, he dishes it to LeBron. Back to Rondo. Fires for 3. And Harrell slams it in.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Now Wall. 18 points for him. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Rondo's shot is off. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Markieff Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. And James drills them both. And for Houston, they're shooting 37% so far in the third quarter. And they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Now here's Carroll. Outside, Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The pass to James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 9 assists now tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Now here's LeBron. 43 points in the game, and it's good for 2. And that's now 18 points for Dennis Schroeder.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
House kicks to McLemore. Looking to end his cold spell. Wall's shot is off.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way, but he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Schroeder, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Houston gets called for the foul. For Los Angeles, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Schroeder hits them both. Here's Wall. 18 points for him. 1:14 left in the third. And the layup falls. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Morris trying to free himself up.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Passes to Harrell. He kicks to LeBron. And they double up James. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Woods checked in. Rondo against Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harrell the pass to Rondo. Rondo is doubled. Shot clock at 5. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Rockets with possession here. Harden outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Jared Dudley out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Morris in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Ariza. Rivers scanning the floor. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. The shot that time not on target. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Dudley. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 6 assists now in the game. Rockets shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Rivers against Caldwell Pope. Pass to McLemore. Chandler down low. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And that one is good. Chandler's got his first points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Dudley. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Rivers. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Ariza. Buries it down low.
Poise is so important for any player, but Ariza demonstrating poise when he's in the paint, looking to score.
Dudley the pass to Rondo. Ariza with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Rivers. Back to Ariza. The 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Got to respect the long-range shooting of Ariza now, a capable shooter from downtown. Watch out.
Rondo looking over the floor. There's the pass to Morris. And that time, also a missed shot. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Rivers. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Caldwell Pope with it, and he banks in the layup. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket in this one.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Now here's Rivers. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you've got information that I don't have.
First free throw is good.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Cook, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Cook. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you can see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Dudley. Now the dish to Cook. Out to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Morris against Rivers. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Cook. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Here's Caldwell Pope. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Rivers. Misses off the right iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now, here is Morris. Now the pass to Cook. From past the arc. Oh, good on that one. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's McLemore. over Cook. McLemore, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. To the paint, here's Cook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Ben McLemore. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
First one falls for. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers. The dish now to Green. And he gets it to go.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
One shot.
Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Caruso looking for an opening. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Passes to Rivers. The jump hook. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Rivers. Rivers has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here is Cook. With the teardrop. Yep, that one goes in there. Rockets have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by the Lakers. Knocks it loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Ariza goes in. Fades away. The shot will not fall. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here is Cook. Here's Dudley. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And here is Los Angeles now. Here is Cook. Pass to Dudley. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the wide open shot from Green. Nails the wide open jump shot. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Caldwell Pope outside. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep 3 at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter 3 if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that 3 more in line or symmetrical with the deep 3 at the top. I kind of like having a short corner 3.
I agree with you. It's good on the putback.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're going to break this season series tie with a big win here tonight, giving them a 2-1 record on the year with one final game left to go against the Rockets.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And here is Los Angeles now after the miss from Tyson Chandler. And it's Cook missing. Clemens. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Yes, that goes in. Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. And tonight, 2 experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran, that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA?
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. PJ Tucker is out there with Wood, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Here is Harden following the basket by LeBron James. Harden dishes the Wall. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Anthony Davis, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Schroeder following the score by Houston. Second chance shot. That one falls.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Waiters outside. Pass to Harrell. Schroeder outside. And the pass to LeBron. From 7, count it, good.
No, he's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
Wall against Schroeder. It's Wall with the drive. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's LeBron over Gordon. James, the pass to Davis. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Davis has got his second basket.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around.
Harden inside the three-point line, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. The teams have traded wins so far in the season series, taking one apiece. I asked Coach what worked for them in their win, and he said, "We were giving LeBron too much respect in that game. We didn't challenge him enough or force the ball out of his hands. We can't let that happen tonight. So I guess we'll see what happens when the ball is out of LeBron's hands tonight. Guys?"
Thank you, David. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Wall finds Gordon. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And that first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Fades. The shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Harden outside, beyond the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get it again, Hero. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And and then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
Wall, good. Here's Schroeder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. James outside. And easy 2 points on the layup.
All James needs is just a little room. You got to go over the pick every time, or else he's probably going to burn.
Schroeder against Wall. They get a hand on it. Left side, Waiters. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Throw good, James Harden. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Harden hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
LeBron kicks to Waiters. Back to LeBron. Schroeder outside. Just 5 on the clock. Wall with a block.
Height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up to these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
Gordon, the pass to Wall. Fires from the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Wall's got 8 points.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
look here at the numbers for Schroeder, how he performed last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's Wall. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
It's stolen by Wall. Gordon against LeBron. Gordon kicks to Wall. It's stolen by Davis. Down low and finished off by Davis.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Wall against Davis. Floats one up, and Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. To shoot. There's Gordon with the 3.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
Waiters inside the 3-point line. Here's Harrell, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Harrell.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work.
Now here's James following the miss by John Wall. And that one's good by Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Wall. He's got 10, and the shot goes down.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Harrell up top, guarded by Tucker. Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Wall. He's got 12. Outside Gordon. And that one hits back iron.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Harrell. A shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Houston moving it around. Rondo against Wall. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. 6-point game. James against Harden. Back to Davis. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Harden. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden's got 8 points.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Rondo bounce pass. 11 feet away. Gordon with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 4. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
First free throw is good.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive score, solid rebounder, superb passer. And he's also improving on the defensive end.
Now here's James. He's got 6. Pass to Davis. Takes the 3. Harden grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Wall, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And Wall's IQ is just impressive. He knows how to get under the D's skin. He isn't afraid of some contact either.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
The #1 overall pick in 2010, I mean, Wall became a bona fide star. He plays with an edge and energy.
And it's tied up with that one. 55 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one drops.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
It's Wall with the drive. Great D that time from Harrell.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rebounded by Tucker. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
The Rockets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Lakers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Rondo against Wall. Here's Rondo. Over to Wall. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. John Wall getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, I like the attitude they've shown coming in here. I mean, really applying pressure and trying to give this crowd nothing to cheer about.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Harrell, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Six to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours film. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Rondo. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy high shot.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
Now, here's Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Rivers surveying the D. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA 3-point shooter. But he's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Kuzma outside. Pass to Davis. Over House. And that one goes long.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And stolen by Harrell. And Davis throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Rivers kicks it to Tucker. And another 3 for Houston.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Rondo with it. And it's Davis at the elbow. Over Ariza. 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 20.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Harden with it. Picked up by Davis. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here is Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards too.
And he makes that one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Rondo against Rivers. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Rondo. Inside. Harrell down low. He's guarded by Rivers. And it's Harrell missing. Harden the pass to Tucker. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.